Well, hi everyone. Yesterday there was a tragic, massive explosion at a Dallas area apartment complex, 409 East Ninth Street in Dallas. It involved over 120 emergency fire and rescue responders. It was a five-alarm fire. So I'm going to go over what we know so far. It appears that this explosion was triggered by a rupture of a gas pipeline from either a geotechnical or environmental drilling program. You could see in many of these images the prominently displayed drill rig that was engulfed with flames, and it was just tragic. This explosion and fire occurred around 1 p.m. on Thursday, May 28th, 2026. I'm recording this the next day. And as of this recording, everyone's been accounted for. Tragically, though, there have been three reported deaths, including a child and two adult females. And you can see from this footage, it was just a massive explosion and fire. And what's been reported is that around 12:51 p.m., the drill crew knew that they had ruptured the gas pipeline and notified authorities. Emergency responders were en route to this location when roughly 10 minutes later, two very large explosions occurred with a resulting fire. I mean, it just leveled this 20-unit apartment complex. And it's been announced that the National Transportation Safety Board, who has jurisdiction over pipeline incidences like this, is taking the lead for the investigation. And as we know, they can often take many months, 12 to 24 months, or sometimes longer to complete their investigation. Although oftentimes they'll release preliminary findings some months after an event like this. Up till now, the name of the company involved with this drilling activity, which apparently led to the gas line rupture, is not being announced. I can tell you from the color scheme of the drill rig, the white rig with the yellow mast and yellow fenders, I have a pretty good idea of who it might have been, but I'm not going to speculate here. Let's just wait for the government officials to release that information. Although prior to NTSB releasing this information, it'll probably be named, or this company will be named as part of civil lawsuits that I have no doubt are being filed as we speak. So there's been at least two sources, including the fire department there, that have indicated that they believe that this rupture was related to the on site drilling activity. An attorney for the property owner acknowledged that as well. And they indicated they weren't quite sure whether the one call had been made, the 811, the call before you dig line, which you're supposed to notify authorities at least 48 hours prior to any excavation activity. That includes homeowners who might be excavating in their yard to plant a tree, as well as commercial construction or geotechnical and environmental drilling companies. They all have to follow the one call regulations. It's not clear whether a one call locate had been called in. I would be surprised if one had not. So that's going to be part of the investigation. Also, I've been involved with calling in locates, and you get any number of utility companies that respond to those one call requests. And you have to wonder if such a call was placed, whether something was misidentified with the locate, or if somebody failed to locate their lines. With a major pipeline like this, I would be surprised something like that happened. But again, this is an utter disaster. Something obviously went awry, and I have no doubt that it should be a pretty straightforward process to get to the bottom of what happened here. There could be multiple factors. NTSB launched a prior investigation from a fatal 2018 explosion in Dallas, Texas, gas explosion, and they faulted Atmos Energy, who owns this gas pipeline in this situation, with various violations. It's not at all clear whether Atmos Energy had any culpability with this situation, but again, that's going to be part of the investigation. So this is clearly a nightmare situation, and nobody wants to be part of a situation like this. It's just a complete tragedy that you would hope would be avoidable. I think there'll be a lot of lessons learned from this. I'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as we go forward. With that, I'd like to send a shout out to those of you who've contributed to Buy Me a Coffee. That's one of the better ways to support this channel. I also want to thank those of you who are channel members and who have contributed to Super Things. So stay tuned for future videos, everyone.